we found that leadership training were hardly held in Africa, Cambridge, and Oxford. So what we did was to collect the curriculum of these Ivy League universities and developed a comprehensive curriculum that will be relevant to Africa. We also ensured it was a deliberate effort to make the leadership school free, because for leadership training. So we deliberately made this leadership school free so that it is not a preserve of the rich. Today, I am pleased to report that we have graduated over 2,700 leaders in various cities, including Abuja, Port Harcourt, Benin City, Abakaliki, Jos, and here in Warri, equipping them to be transformational leaders and change agents in their various spheres of influence. The theme of today's graduation, leadership and value decadence in Nigeria, finding local implementable solutions, is both timely and relevant. We are at a point in Nigerian history where the erosion of values is visible across every sphere of life, from politics to public service, from business to religion, from education to family. Integrity has been traded for impunity. Character has given way to corruption. Service has been replaced with selfishness of the highest order. Yet, the solution is not far-fetched. The first step is to acknowledge that leadership is both the cause and cure of Nigeria's challenges. Secondly, we must invest in value reorientation, not only in our leaders, but in our citizens. In fact, at times it appears the citizens are even worse than the leaders. Just occupy a small position. The kind of demand that will be made on you will be unthinkable and unquenchable. There is an urgent need to resurrect national values such as honesty, justice, empathy, accountability, patriotism, and respect for human dignity. And most importantly, we must find and implement local solutions, not imposed ones, that reflect our unique cultural, historical, and spiritual realities. I must commend the Value, Rebirth and Empowerment Initiative for its consistent efforts over the last 8 years in Warri to address leadership and value decay through free, highly quality leadership education. Yours is a truly transformative model. I salute Pastor Edewo Egedegbe and his team for their tireless commitment to building value-driven citizens and institutions in the Niger Delta and beyond. To the graduates of Set 8, congratulations. Today is not just an end, but a beginning. You are stepping out as ambassadors of transformational leadership. Let your leadership journey be anchored in character, competence, courage, and compassion. Lead with integrity, even when it is costly. Be a voice of justice and equity. Be strategic, yet grounded in the needs of your communities. Remember, true leadership is not about position, it's not about titles, it's not about power. It's about influence, service, impact. Be the leader that Nigeria needs. One who builds bridges, not walls. One who inspires hope, not fear. One who leaves things better than they found them. To our new entrants, the matriculating students, you are welcome. You are joining a school of excellence. A school that is deliberate, rigorous, and practical. You will be challenged intellectually, morally, and spiritually. I am sure, almost dead sure, that not all of you matriculating today will graduate. Today, we are graduating 144 students. More than 200 students matriculated last year. So look your neighbor, ask and say, you sure say you go graduate so? But if you commit to the process, you will emerge equipped to shape the future. Let me end this address by thanking all our faculty members who have volunteered their time and knowledge to teach free of charge. We are indebted to you. Our special thanks to our development partner, Conrad Adenwa Shipstone, for enduring support that you have shown to Center LSD since 2010. I've been working in the development sector for over about 40 years. It is very difficult to see a development partner stay with you for more than 15 years consistently. Can we give a hand of applause to Conrad Adenwa Shipstone? Your partnership has been pivotal to our work. We must also recognize the work of the alumni, particularly the alumni of VREI, telling Pastor Edewo that he has to come and tell us how to do it better in the other centers. Many of the alumni from this school have gone on to contest elections, lead NGOs, mentor youth, and drive positive change. You are the proof that this model works. As I close, I urge all of you, leaders, citizens, institutions, to embrace the call to rebuild Nigeria. Let us not surrender to despair. Let us commit to values. Let us commit to leadership. Let us commit. Once more, congratulations to all the graduates. And welcome to the matriculating students. God bless you all. God bless Delta State. God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. That was truly an insightful one. And I'm very, very sure we've learned one or two from that. At this point, please let's be seated. At this point, we'll be inviting the Senior Program Manager of Conrad Adeniot's teaching, CAS, who is one of the massive supporters of this leadership school. With a very resounding applause, I would like us to welcome him. It's no other than Mr. Samson Adeniran. Mr. Samson Adeniran. Please, let's clap. Let's keep clapping, please.
Thank you very much, the moderator. I hope my voice is loud enough. Yeah. I want to start by appreciating Pastor Igedegbe and Dr. Otive Igbuso for setting the protocols. I would not want to take much of our time again to go through the protocol. So with the protocol they have established, I would like to continue. My name is Samson Adeniran, a senior program manager with Conrad Adenawa Stiftung in Nigeria, shortened to CAS. So if you find it difficult to say the whole name, just say CAS. We know who you are talking about. Yeah, I would like to bring a sincere congratulatory message from the acting country representative of CAS in Nigeria, Dr. Tobias Rutershoff, who is currently out of the country. He wished he could be here with us, but he had to go for some assignments in Germany. So he sends his message to the graduates. You are highly congratulated, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. On this note, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce Conrad Adenawa Stiftung, what we are, what we stand for, what we do. The Adenawa in the name may sound like a Yoruba name, right? I am Adeniran. The name there is Adenawa, so both of them have Ade, Ade. One is Yoruba name, which is me. The Adenawa is a German name, and no German alive, you can mention this name too, that doesn't know who he is. No German, and I mean it, no German. He is so important in the history of, contemporary history of Germany. As we are talking about leadership now, we had a leadership in Germany that brought war, and we had another leadership in the same Germany that brought development, economic development. The leadership that brought economic development is synonymous with Konrad Adenauer. The Konrad Adenauer, as a politician, was the one that became the Chancellor of Germany immediately after Second World War ended. So that means you know the history of Second World War, how turbulent and how difficult the period was. He came in and he set Germany on the path to development. So what do? We are a political foundation. By political foundation, we are not just ordinary foundation like many foundations you know, not an NGO as you know. We are affiliated to a particular political party in Germany called the Christian Democratic Union, CDU. And you probably remember Angela Merkel as the Chancellor of Germany, the former Chancellor of Germany. She was from the Christian Democratic Union, the party we are affiliated to, and she was on the board of this foundation for many years as the Chancellor. So what are the activities of political foundations? The Germans believe that for every right you have as a citizen, you have a responsibility. Every right comes with a responsibility. So in order for you to know your rights and know your responsibilities, they came up with the ideas of having foundations that will be propagating the ideologies of political parties in Germany, so that an average German will be able to make a better choice on what he believes in and what he wants to select at the election. So they were successful in Germany after the Second World War, and they opened up this opportunity to the whole of Europe. After the success in Europe, they opened to the whole world. Right now, we have over 100 offices around the world. we have in America, we have for European Union especially, we have in China, we have in Russia. Talk of the country, we are almost present everywhere. In Africa, we have in Nigeria, we have in Ivory Coast, we have in Ghana, we have in Cameroon, we have in South Africa, we have in Kenya, we have in Tunisia. So we are almost present everywhere in the whole world. And the essence is to bring the message of hope, message of development, and propagation of democracy. Because the Germans believe that as every citizen, you must contribute your quota to the development of your nation. So let me go back to the leadership of Konrad Adenauer himself. I need to mention that despite the fact that the foundation is named after Konrad Adenauer, no single member of his family works with the foundation as of now. It is free. The foundation is not funded by the political party we are affiliated to. The foundation is funded by the German Ministry of International Cooperation and Development. Those are the ones who dictate what we do. So the political party does not tell us what to do. They only guide. They sit at the board of the foundation, but they don't tell us exactly what to do. All the rules and regulations are set by this ministry funding the foundation. And we have quite a number of political foundations in Germany. So how do we get our funds? It is the percentage of the seat that the political party that you are affiliated to wins at the federal parliament of Germany, the Bundestag, that will determine how much you get. So no negotiation. If your political party wins 30% of the total vote, 30% of the total seats in the German Bundestag, you get 30% of the budget for the next 4 years. If you win 15%, you get 15% of the budget. But I need to mention it to you, not as a matter of being proud, but I like to inform you that we are the biggest of all the political foundations in Germany, because in the past, quite like 70 years, the CDU has been in power for quite a long time. I mean, the elders amongst us here will remember the period of Helmut Kohl in Germany. Helmut Kohl was in power for 16 years. After Helmut Kohl, we had a short period where another party came in for not long, and then Angela Merkel came in again and spent another 16 years. So if you calculate now, in the last 30 years, let's say in the last 40 years, CDU has been in power for close to 30 years. And what this means is, for you to be in power means you must have a majority seat in the parliament for you to be able to have the position of the chancellor. So on this note, the CDU has been able to get most of the funding dedicated to the political foundations, and we go around the world to propagate democracy and the rule of law. In Nigeria, we have been in Abuja since 2001, but before then, the original office that was opened in Lagos was closed down in 1985 because of military rule. And the offices in Ghana and Republic of Benin were overseeing Nigeria. And as you know, how big are the two countries that they are now overseeing a country as big as Nigeria? So immediately, democracy came back in 1999. By 2001, another office was reopened, and we have been in Abuja. And part of our activities, I will mention just a few that may be of interest to you. We have a particular pillar of our activity we call strengthening the capacity of state legislators. So since 2002, we have been building the capacity of state legislators in Nigeria. Currently, we have 14 state houses of assembly that we train. One of them is Delta State. And I'm proud to inform you that the executive governor of Delta State used to participate. The current speaker Right Honorable Motimi, he used to participate in our training as well. So we know the Delta State House of Assembly because we have been partnering for them for some years. But they are not the only ones. I don't want to bother you with the long list. We have 14 currently that we train now. So we noticed that after winning elections in 1999, most legislators were not prepared for the office. They won the election, they came to the parliament or the House of Assembly, and it was difficult for them to function very well. The first cadre of legislators in the State House of Assembly, they signed the appropriation bill, the budget. They signed them into law without understanding what they were actually signing. So we believe that they didn't do good justice to their bill, and then we started training them on how to go through the appropriation bill, what you look for, and how to finish it, and so on. So we have been doing it since 2001 till now, and we hope to continue in future. Another program we do is every Wednesday, 1 to 2 p.m., if you have the opportunity of listening to VREI Power. I don't know if you have VREI Power here in Warri. We have a national radio program, 1 to 2 p.m. every Wednesday. We call it Vision Nigeria Radio Program. What we do there is civic education. We bring issues like budgeting, voters registration, electoral conflict, so many issues, only about democracy. What we are now allowed to do, we are not allowed to go into issues that bother us on health, sport, environment, not totally. So we concentrate only on political issues, and that is what we do in Nigeria. Apart from this, there is another program we do. We call it town hall meetings, and we just did one in Ibadan about 3 weeks ago, and I was looking forward to see one of the special guests here, the AIG Akinola, to be here. We were expecting him in Ibadan, although he couldn't make it. He sent a representative, so I was happy to see, to see his name on the list here that I was going to meet him. So we bring people together because we know that after winning elections, the legislators will go to the state capitals, and in the case of federal House of Representatives, they go to Abuja. They don't go back to the people who voted them, thinking that they know what the people want, since they came from the people. But unfortunately, they need to be going back regularly to get feedback from the people they are representing. Most of them take this for granted because they believe that if they go back, they will be asked to bring money. They will be asked to come and do this, come and do that. They run away. My personal opinion on this is, if the kitchen is too hot for you, what are you looking for there? If you know you cannot represent your people, why are you representing them? Whether you give them money now or you don't give them money, at the end of 4 years, when you want to contest again, you go and meet these people. And I can assure you, they will take more than double of what you should have given all along if you don't meet them regularly. So on that note, we created a platform where we bring everybody together. We bring the honorable members to come and talk to their people and hear from them what they are expecting from them. So we have been doing this around the country. We have done it in Plateau State, in Ogun State, in Kaduna State, and so on. So these are some of the programs of Conrad Adenauer that I would want to mention to you. And I will want to stop here by saying, please, whatever we do as new leaders, let's remember that leadership is a very great task. It comes with responsibilities, it comes with rights, but let's look at the issue of our responsibilities as leaders before we think of the rights as leaders. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sampson, for that. Please, another round of applause for him. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, the person I'm about to invite, it's a very elegant and eloquent lady. And please, I want to please, I want to say this to the set hates. If you don't want your certificate to be seized, that you want to take your certificate along with you, rejoicing back home, I would like you to please be on your feet with a wide smile as I welcome our elegant and eloquent ambassador, Ambassador Dr. Mrs. Onyi Ikemefuna, the Director of Sherman Educational Foundation. I want you to keep clapping.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, Your Excellencies, be seated. I would like to request that you permit me to stand on the existing protocol. Thank you, sir. It's a beautiful day that the Lord has made. We are all rejoicing and we are glad. How nice it is that we are moving in this very month of elevation, set 8th graduation, and we're having the 9th set coming. Every one of us here know that once a woman is pregnant, there is an expectation to hold the baby in the 9th month. That's why I see that your graduation and matriculation of today is indeed a very special one. And with the cream of leaders that we have in this room today, I have no doubt that you all are favored. I am a product of leadership training. It is not just enough to stand tall, to speak well, to look good. There is always much to it. And this much to it is an intentional act. It's something you have to tell yourself that you have to do. A lot has been said here during the speeches. Just to add my voice, like we are taught in leadership, to always lay our voices. It's a journey that you are embarking on. It might be expensive. Never you look back. I, for one, have been trained to put my feet down no matter who it hurts. If you're in the line of leadership, you have to learn to say yes when you have to say yes. And you have to learn to say no when you have to say no. Everybody must not be your friend. You must not work to please everybody. But what's important is that you remember that you are in service. And when you serve, serve right. I call you all servants today that is being released into the world as game changers. Go forth and manifest the true leadership spirit that has been released on you. And as you go, good luck in your all endeavors. I am so proud of the alumni of this great school that have begun to show to the world of what value, what impact that the school made in their lives. Please do well to always remember that you do not need to have one tall office that is named somewhere before you start to exhibit your leadership qualities. For the matriculants of today, let it be that you are already in the journey. Take in everything happening here today like the sponge would suck the water. Suck it in. Take it. Begin to run with it. And you will also emerge a great leader as you end the journey in a few months to come. I wish you all the very best. And thank you so kindly for this great opportunity to always serve. My appreciation goes to you for always making sure that we run as much as our legs cannot carry us. Did you hear that? It means pushing you beyond limit. And when you're pushed and you go, you find out that you can make it in life. The brain is big enough to take it if you let it in.
Thank you very much. Thank you again and again. Talking about graduating, I believe we know the task and role ahead of us. I was privileged to MC an occasion like this some years ago. There was graduating students from a Bible school. And 3 wonderful students came out with so much enthusiasm and excitement. And we asked them to tell us something that they will ever remember upon graduation. So we told one, make a sentence with apple, using the Bible. Another one, make a sentence with bread, using the Bible. And another, make a sentence with I am, using the Bible. The first one said, by the grace of God, I am the apple of God's eyes. Very correct. The second one, bread, she said, I am the bread of life. Very correct. And the last one, make sentence with I am. The person looked at us and said, I am the I am. Amazing. So upon graduation, I can remember what our doctor just said. Remember, character, competence, courage, and compassion. I know it will play out as we get along. While they were making their speeches, we had the presence of the representative of the #1 citizen in Ughelli South Local Government Council. Remember, the #1 citizen is the chairman of Ughelli North Local Government Council, Honorable Lucky Averumre, JP, PhD. He is ably represented by Olorogu Awenade Akaranya. Please pardon me if I didn't pronounce well. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for coming. He is the secretary to the Ughelli South Local Government Council. We have also already seated on the high table. Oh, okay. Now you're here, I give you the microphone. Lisa?
Afternoon, everybody. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. I have a special apology to render to everybody here because I came late. My boss, Dr. Lucky Irorefe, our JP, is doing his mother's funeral right now, yesterday and today. That is why he couldn't attend by himself. So please accept my apology. Thank you. My name is Olorogun Ewenede John, and by the special grace of God, I am the secretary to Ughelesa Local Government Council. I am here today to represent my boss, Dr. Lucky Irorefe, our JP, the executive chairman of Ughelesa Local Government Council. I bring good tidings from him to all of you. Congratulations to the graduates and the incoming people who are matriculating today. Like as I said earlier, I've introduced my name. I bring warm greetings from the government and the people of Ughelesa local government area. It is with great honor that I stand here today on behalf of the executive chairman, Ughelesa local government area, Dr. Lucky Irorefe, our JP, who, though unavoidably absent due to the funeral rites of his beloved mother that is ongoing right now, he sends his heartfelt congratulations to all the graduates and the incoming matriculated students of this Value Rebirth Center, LCD School, Delta State Studies Center, Effurun. Like as I said earlier, congratulations to all of you. The theme of this year's lecture, Leadership and Value Guidance in Nigeria, Finding a Local Implementable Solution, is both timely and relevant. Because if you look at this country today, the virus that is plaguing the entire country today is leadership. Leadership. God, in his own infinite mercy, has blessed this country. What we lack is on how to coordinate these God blessings for human progress. So, I want to say that the task of rebuilding our nation and moral leadership foundation begins with institutions such as yours, where knowledge is fused with discipline of value and the courage to make the difference. The courage to make the difference. You may acquire a knowledge, you have been trained on leadership, then to implement it is another problem. To implement it is a big task. The boldness, the courage to do the right thing without being influenced or compromised. Today, graduates, today marks a significant milestone in your journey, armed with skills, ideas, and principles. I urge you to go forth and be change agents in your communities. To the new matriculated students, welcome to a new platform that will shape not only your intellect, but also your character. It's very key. And so, on behalf of the chairman, I commend the Center LCD for its unwavering commitment in raising leaders with integrity and vision. May your impact continue to resonate far beyond these walls. Once again, I want to say congratulations and to my brother, Pastor Egedegbe Edewo. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Please, another round of applause for him. We have also already on the high table Honorable Ogenekaro Jonathan Goru is representing the Sopade Commissioner, Ugeli South, Udu, Uwe, and is also representing the Urobos in Warri. Thank you for identifying with the Urobos in Warri. You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much. Now, talking about the Urobos, I think I want to give our brother a special message to take home. A preacher came to an Urobo land, and at that time, Urobos were not too exposed, and so they needed someone to interpret so that everybody can understand the language. In the course of the sermon, the man said, in Psalm 23, the Lord said, He's going to prepare a table for you before your enemies. And the interpreter told the Urobo people, said, the preacher said, only the Urobos will understand this. And the preacher went on to say, all of them shall be comforted. The preacher said, praise the Lord. Amazing. Don't worry, an Urobo person will interpret to you later. You are surprised? We're moving on. It's going to be really joyous. The journey is sweet. Praise God. Hallelujah. And so the next person to give us a goodwill next to give us a goodwill message is a management expert. He is a justice of the peace. Please, let's make welcome Mr. Sylvester Oko. Okay. I also want to introduce to us the person representing the Director of Protocols to the Governor, a representative. Okay, he is representing the Director of Protocols to the Governor of Delta States, Honorable Ogenekaro Goru. Again and again and again, you're welcome, sir. Now, we move on to the next wonderful woman. I'm happy because this table is constituted by men and women. And you know, to have a balance, you need positive and negative. And so the vibe is balanced by the grace of God. We are bringing on stage the chairperson of NAWATCH. She is Comrade Sonia Nobunjo. Keep clapping. If you are a woman in the house, keep clapping. We are proud of our own. You are welcome.
The leadership of this program, Pastor Dewo, I salute you special. I admire you a lot, and I told myself that I must be here today, no matter what is taking me back. I've seen a lot that you've been doing. Special regards to members of the high table. Please permit me to adopt the already existed protocol. But I must say hello to the chairman too, represented. Barigbe is a friend, and Dr. Alex Igoro is also a friend. Nice to see you, sir. My honorable commissioner, you may not know me, I know you very well. Very well, sir. You're welcome. I salute everybody, especially my leader, sir, in the profession. I greet you, sir. To the graduates and members, guests represented here, my name is Sonia Unobunjo, Chairperson, Nigeria Association of Women Journalists, Delta State Chapter. What we do is what we do. Talk with the microphone. Today, I am pleased to be here in your midst. I am happy, and I bring you greetings on behalf of women journalists in Delta State and beyond. When we say things like this, we look for ways to amplify it. I'm here to amplify what is happening. And I want to speak to the graduates first. You have been privileged to get free training. Leadership does not just mean your representatives, the governor, politicians, or whoever you think. You are a leader in your own capacity. So the free training that you have gotten today, that we are celebrating you, we want you to be true ambassadors of this initiative. Don't let it be a waste. Please, make judicious use of this opportunity that you've gotten. You may not know the value now, but when you keep doing it, you will see that you have not just learned, but you have learned well. I want to encourage you all to be steadfast. Nigeria is our country. You have a role to play. Don't look at government, look at yourself, what you can do for yourself and do for your community. I mean, those around you. To those who are coming in, matriculants, I want to charge you to be better products of this initiative so that you can be celebrated. We know that it's not all that glitters that is gold. I can tell you today, those who are graduating, some of them that started together, they are not here today. We see 144, but I'm very sure that you were more than 144 when you started. So please, those that are coming in, matriculants, I want to beg you, be among those that will graduate someday like this and will all come out to celebrate you. I encourage you all to be good ambassadors, and thank you very much for this opportunity, even as I learned today, because even the professor needs a skill. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Ma. She's actually my chairman also, because I'm a journalist as well. So she's my chairman. Please, a round of applause for her again. At the junction, I will be inviting the representative of the chairman of this auspicious occasion, Dr. Barry Pere Igbe, JP, who is ably represented by Dr. Alexander Igoro, a human resource expert. Celebrate him as he comes. You can do better than that, oh.
Please, you may be seated. The Executive Governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Effurun-Warri, ably represented by our erudite professor and a fellow of the Rockefeller Foundation, who also is a commissioner for higher education, Professor Nyero Tunukari. The Executive Director of Value Rebirth and Empowerment Initiative, Pastor Edewo Gedegbe, very esteemed members of the elevated table, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Igoro Alex. I'm here to represent the chairman of the occasion, Dr. Barry Bay, the chief economic advisor to the Delta State Governor, who unfortunately is not here, was asked me to tender his own resume. Over the years, have been extremely rewarding. I accepted this invite on two grounds. First, his commitment to leadership development and his passion to contribute to social integration, community, and national development. These two attributes falls within my values and aspiration, and I am proud to be associated with him. May I also congratulate all matriculants and graduates, those coming in and those exiting the Leadership Academy. For those who are graduating, I'd like you to know that knowledge without commensurate action is simply a waste of time and resources. My expectation is that in all of this you've learned and acquired, you should be able to put them to work at your level of influence. The nation is ours, and every development is local. I sincerely appreciate the effort of Center LSD
in organic leadership development. Nations around the globe that have reckoning in the Committee of Developed Nations were through the efforts of our nationals. We cannot shy away from this fact. I strongly believe that the effort of Center LSD will immensely contribute to the paradigm shift we all look forward to in our national development journey. Over the years, our nation has been plagued with systemic and structural issues. One that prominently stares us is that of leadership deficit. This has set us back in all ramifications and have made mockery of us as a nation that commands high deposit of natural resources, but ridiculously cannot turn them to national fortune. Today's event, I guess, is not to whip up further sentiment and overflog the issues. It is rather a celebration of resounding success in leadership development and contribution to nation building, and further contribute to answering the leadership deficit question. I am particularly glad about the aptness of the theme of today's event, leadership and value decadence in Nigeria, finding local implementable solution. In a time where the nation is going through some turbulence and economic transition, there could be no better discourse than a conversation around homegrown solutions to the intractable challenge of leadership. Mr. Abraham Ogbodo, a veteran journalist and public servant par excellence, is well fitted to take us through the roadmap for designing a new leadership paradigm in Nigeria. Having said this, very esteemed ladies and gentlemen, let me conclusively remark that we should join hands with the Delta State government, ably led by Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Effurun-Warri, as he pursues the vision of a new Delta as encapsulated in the renewed hope for more agenda. On that note, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me thank everyone for making our time to be here and wishing everyone an eventful and inspiring session. Thank you and God bless you all. This is signed by Dr. Barry Bay, Chief Economic Advisor.
Thank you very much, Dr. Alex. That was truly impactful. Please, another round of applause for him again. At this moment, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to invite our amiable governor, the executive governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Effurun-Warri, ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner, Higher Education, Delta State, Professor Tony Gary. Please jam your hands together as he comes.
Thank you very much, Piero. Please sit down. The chairman of this occasion, Dr. Barry Bay, here represented by my good friend, Dr. Alexander Igoro. Our host, Ambassador Pastor Edewo Egedegbe. Our co-host, Dr. Otive Ibuzo. Please allow me to recognize my colleague, the commissioner representing Udu, Uvie, Ugeli, South, and Urobo in Warri, in Desopadek, Honorable Jonathan Guru. Also, kindly permit me to recognize the chairman of Ugeli South local government, Dr. Averome, here represented. Our guest speaker, Mr. Abraham Ogodo, and other speakers, distinguished faculty members, graduating students of Set 8, matriculating students of Set 9, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Our governor, His Excellency, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Obolewole, would have really loved to be here today, but he has several important engagements, hence he has sent me to represent him. The governor would have loved to be here for two important reasons. And the first one is that this is a leadership program. His Excellency is an astute administrator and also a very prudent financial manager. That is the first reason he would have loved to be with you, who are also leaders that have been trained. And the second reason is that